Hey everyone, welcome back to Eat the Cake Anime. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
And I'm her ever-loving husband and sidekick, Ron.
Yes, hello, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Whatever. Listen, ridiculous titles month, you guys. This is our second week. That first week, oh my goodness, Osan, newbie, whatever. I'm just trying to understand why these titles are so ridiculous.
Look, the title was ridiculous, even the songs were ridiculous, but the anime wasn't that bad.
Well, I mean, that's true, but I think it's maybe, does something get lost in the translation? I mean, I want to know. We here at Eat the Cake Anime are looking at these titles, not only the ridiculousness of it, but the length. You guys, this week, okay, we could have talked about a lot of different ridiculous titles in anime.
Oh yeah.
I mean, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon is a good one. Reincarnated as a slime is a good one.
Both of which are great anime.
They are really good. But then you also have animes that maybe they get lost in translation, like Problem Children are coming from another world, aren't they? That's an anime, y'all. And it's just like, where did they get that title from?
All right.
And listen, there's another one. Mental choices are completely interfering with my school romantic comedy. Like, that is an anime. But at Eat the Cake Anime, I'm going to calm down and we're going to focus on another ridiculous title of anime. And this one is called, what, producer Ron?
Reborn as a vending machine, now I wander the dungeon.
Oh my goodness. How in the world did they come up with this? This is, of course, an isekai, of course. And it started out as a light novel by Harukama. We pronounce it differently. I'll say Harukama and you'll say...
I don't want to butcher it, so we just gonna call it Harukama.
Okay, all right, Harukama. Illustrated by Itsumo Kato back in 2016, and then a manga was created in 2021. Then they had an anime, which was adopted by Studio Gokumi, and Axis, which actually premiered July to September of 2023. And last month, season 2 of Reborn as a Vending Machine, Now I Wanted the Dungeon, came out. That is such a mouthful.
Look, with this particular anime, I went into it as a joke because I'm sitting there looking at the title and I'm looking at the cover screenshot of it, and I'm like, nah, it's not going to be any way that this is going to be something that I'm going to enjoy.
Y'all, ridiculousness. A vending machine? A vending machine. Okay, so the premise is an otaku of vending machines. We all know what an otaku is. We talked about it a couple of episodes back. It is what?
Basically somebody who really enjoys something.
And like pours their all into it. So this is Hakan. He was an otaku of vending machines. So he was a vending machine lover who just so happened to die trying to protect a vending machine. And when he awakens, he is reincarnated in a fantasy dungeon, but he's not a person. He is a vending machine. Not only is he a vending machine, he is a sentient vending machine. Meaning, yes, he can still think, he can still reason and all this other stuff. He's sentient, but
he can only state stuff that the little Japanese vending machines can say.
Which is what? Like, how many phrases can you possibly say for a regular old vending machine?
He's got like 6.
Yeah, like, what is it? Hello there. Yeah, you got hello there and oh, too bad. And all of these things, and you could win a reward.
Yeah.
All of these sayings are actually code for what he can actually say, which is why the communication is like it is in this fantasy world. Now, let's not forget, he's already in a fantasy world, but now he's in a fantasy dungeon world. And he gets with this hunter, this female hunter. Her name is Lamis. Lamis actually finds him. She's a female hunter, and she has like the blessing of might. So she's very, very strong. This enables Lamis, you guys, to carry the vending machine on her back as they go through this dungeon and on these adventures. And she even names him eventually.
Yeah, she names him Buck. So one word of warning. Lamis is a klutz. That's all I need to say. She's super strong, but she's a klutz.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, well, the reason why she's carrying Boxo on her back is so she can gain more control of her strength. Give me a break. Y'all, oh my God. I'm trying to get it together because with this particular anime, like he said, producer Ron was like, yeah, we're just going to go in and see what's happening. And I was just like, this makes no sense. But the more it didn't make sense, the more we kept watching it.
It's actually endearing.
Endearing, is that the term we're going to use?
Yeah.
Listen, and I know I say listen a lot, but everyone listen. When you have this vending machine, and not only is he sentient, he's able to change his inventory based on what's going on. Because I'm sitting up there asking all sorts of questions. We decided to do the 3-episode rule. So I'm saying, how is Boxo able to do all this stuff and he doesn't have any hands? How is he able to move around if he doesn't have any feet? How is he able to communicate effectively if he's a vending machine?
He is a magical transforming vending machine.
It's a magical item in this dungeon fantasy world. Oh my, y'all, every episode we have been sitting there, and the more it didn't make sense, the more sense it made. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
This is why we chose to talk about this today of all days, because of course it's the middle of August. It's been ridiculously hot here in Atlanta, and with the spurts of rain and things like that. And now it's beginning to cool off, but it's just so ridiculous. Like the heat, everything that's going on in the world with government and politics and anime. Why not? So Reborn as a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeon. My whole thing was, how's he wandering the dungeon if he can't walk?
Lamis.
Anyway, but yeah, listen. This is an anime that has 2 freaking seasons. A vending machine. Yep. I'm gonna stop saying vending machine like that after a while, but it's just some of the things that they've gone through. And to be clear, it's not just about the vending machine. It's about the characters and some of the situations that they found themselves in, and how Boxo has actually been able to help the village, where he is in this dungeon world. But it's just it's such a unique isekai. It's just a different take that I did want to see where it was going.
Yeah, it's actually more of a feeling of if you're playing an RPG. Mm-hmm. Like everybody has their own specific role and everything is filled out that way. Mm-hmm. It feels a little bit more close than that than most of these quote unquote isekais that are based off of RPGs.
Okay, so would it put you in the mind of let's see, like Overlord or something like that, or like the premise of a game?
No, this one is completely standalone. Mm-hmm. There's no other anime that I've seen as of yet that's close to this one. This one is unique in a not so great way, but in an okay way.
Yeah, I don't know what Hirukuma was thinking. We did do a deep dive, and we do know about the author Hirukuma, how his father died suddenly from a fall, and he got to the point where he was saying to himself, okay, have I done everything I wanted to do in my life? So he spent a couple of years writing light novels and being unpublished. But according to the information, like once he decided, you know what, I'm just going to write what I like in the style that I like, it kind of took off. And I think that's what's giving it such a unique perspective. And the fact that these characters, okay, we have Lamis, of course. We also have, who's the bear guy? We have like Senator Bear, or, we have Bear. Yeah, we have Chief Bear. He's like an official. We also have the Menagerie of Fools, which makes up this group. There is also 2 more people. I'm trying to say it's not Swari, but that is a character. It is one who does the magical items. Hulame, yeah. Hulame, she's, like a scientist almost, discovering the magic items. And there's one, he's considered like the heartthrob at one point, but he has social anxiety, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago during Leading Ladies of Anime's month with Komi Can't Communicate. And that, social anxiety is very prevalent, I'm noticing now. Ever since we did that one, I'm just noticing how it permeates through a lot of anime. So yeah, the fact that, and I know I gave a pause, but listen, the fact that they don't see anything unusual about this vending machine communicating through phrases. The vending machine being in their world. The vending machine switching things up as they go along. It seems normal. That's not normal.
Well, look, they had a magical competition about magical items in this particular anime.
Yeah.
Where this guy had a pole, and just by changing the head on the pole, he was trying to have them consider it a magic item.
Yeah.
So guess what? in this particular anime, in this particular world, we're going to say it's going to be very loose in respects to what they consider a magical item.
Yeah, okay? Not only is it loose, but they just seem to accept certain things, just like the little group of the little Tasmanian devil kids that are, fighters. But you know what? It's something. If you want something irreverent, if you want something that is going to completely take you out of the everyday, ordinary, mundane, we would definitely recommend Reborn as a vending machine. Now I wander the dungeon. And y'all, the Japanese title, we can't even begin to get that down. But it is just so different. And we sat and we watched the entire first season.
Yeah.
And then the fact that it had a second season, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Now, like I said, of all the ridiculous titles, of course you have My Next Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom. There's so many different ones out there. But I thought that this one would be really, really good to just kind of get in and knock out.
Yeah, because I actually went into watching this anime ready to destroy it. But it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. And because we've never seen anything like it. You know what it reminds me of?
What's that?
It's like a musical parallel. Like Outkast. Big Outkast fan. Shout out to Big Boy and Andre getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
There
Rock
you
and Roll
go.
Hall of Fame. Yeah, but it's like when Outkast first came out, the Dungeon Family, it's nothing that hip hop had ever heard of. During the Grammys, the South's got something to say. Yes, because it's totally different. Reborn as a vending machine, Now I Wander the Dungeon, gives me that feeling. It's something unique. It's something almost like literally unheard of, but it catches you. It pulls you in. Kind of like the Dungeon Family. So that's what I equate it to. So are we going to rate it?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
6.
8. Really? I said 8 because of the uniqueness, because the fact that it's good enough to garner a season 2, and the fact that the writing is really good.
Look, some of the characters, some of the stories, the way it progresses and everything, I consider it to be a little bit trite, but it's actually a good background noise anime, and every now and then you'll actually come to a point where you hear something and you'll see something and it actually makes you want to pay attention. Yeah. Is it one of those that I'm going to say is a must-watch anime?
Oh,
absolutely not.
Definitely no. Definitely no.
So I stand firm with my 6.
Yeah, but if you want something different, we urge you to try it. Reborn. As I can even, I'm not even saying that thing anymore because I've said it 50,000 times.
Vending machine.
Yeah, the vending machine anime. So thank you guys so much for all of the support that you've been giving us here at Eat the Cake Anime. Once again, Mozani at ZMedia always does a fantastic job. You guys check her out. ZMedia Creation Studios is one of a kind, I'm telling you. And it's a young sister really, really doing her thing. So we really, really appreciate her. And we appreciate you. Don't forget to check us out. We are audio everywhere you get your audio podcasts. And you can also like, comment, and subscribe on all those platforms, including YouTube. We do have the YouTube channel, and it's at Eat the Cake Anime. And I think that's all we have for this week. Oh, today is August 14th. Happy birthday to Nori. Today is one of my niece's birthday, Nori-licious. She has a birthday today, so happy birthday to you, Nori. We hope you have a fantastic day. Is there anything else you have, Producer Ron?
I think that's about it, babe.
All right, you guys at Eat the Cake Anime, we thank you for joining us for this week's anime review. And don't forget, it is okay to enjoy anime.